showing it to me, and I'm like, can I show you something real quick? He's like, yeah. It's like, what do you? I'm like, well, there's this free tool, and there's hundreds of them, right? There's lots of free tools out there that you can decrypt Flash with. I know a couple good ones. If you know one, shout one out. So there's this app, and I load the Flash app in there, and I click the decrypt button. No, no, I'm just kidding. That'd be cool though, wouldn't it? No, so oh, somebody's phone's ringing. Hold on. Dude, there's ants teleporting into your pants.
Leave it there. Just let's not
That's
talk
one we
about
shouldn't
that.
touch.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to go that way. So anyway, I was talking about Flash. Yeah. So
Flash.
yes. So decompiled this app, and I'm just scrolling down. I go, do you see this? He goes, yeah. I'm like, you know what this is, right? He goes, well. He goes, well, I'm not an engineer, but it looks like a database connection string. I'm like, yeah. Thank you. This is fun. I got him trained now.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are like Pavlov's dogs. This is beautiful.
Can we make him do tricks now?
No, that might be pushing it. So I immediately explained to him why that was a bad idea by opening SQL Server Manager on my laptop, connecting to his server using those credentials, and just listing all his tables. And he said, well, that's no fair. You have source code.
Did anybody here not know you can decompile Flash objects? Okay.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Apparently there's a lot of people that don't know that.
Hold on, I'm going to finish my story.
I was going to tell a story.
I want to finish mine.
Okay, go.
Fight.
My story's better.
Whatever. So mine's almost done, so they're and they're listening. So as I was explaining to him why this is a bad idea and the whole idea how I could have source code possibly without actually talking to anybody and just getting the object, he says he looks me dead in the eye and he says, "So we should probably pull this off the internet."
Yeah.
Floor is yours, man. Beat that.
I was actually going to tell this one later, but we're talking about Flash stuff and how nobody knew you can decompile them. Has anybody heard of Schlage Link?
You know, the lock people.
Yeah, the company that makes those locks that go on doors that hold doors shut. They decided to create a web-enabled home home automation system. Call it Schlage Link.
Oh, that was weak. We'll give you one more chance to do that one. See,
all right,
they were better for me.
Yeah, well,
you didn't do the visual cues good enough.
I'm not even trying. See, this is how good I am without trying. So, anyways,
you're a ninja.
I was out at CES a few months ago. Well, here at CES a few months ago, and I was bored because CES actually isn't that exciting if you're not into the hardware and the latest and greatest stuff. And I actually hate technology, so I was at CES and I was wandering
You're in the
around.
wrong field.
What?
You're in the wrong.
No,
field.
I'm not. I break technology. That's how I just express my anger.
And there is a lot to express.
Yes, I'm an angry person. So I was bored and I was wandering around and I see the booth for the Schlage Link thing. I'm looking at they have the little kiosk set up and they have 18 salespeople that mob you the second you.
It's Flash though.
Okay. Throw candy or something next time. All right, so dude, they're returning fire. Yes. We're going to hide behind the table and build a fort. Raph, get up from the table. They don't. I'm still up here. All right. So, anyways, I start playing with this Schlage Link system on their kiosk. While the salesperson is talking to me, I'm sitting here viewing source and looking for cross-site scripting, cross-site request forgery holes. That was fun. But then a little bit later, I got more interested because I wanted to follow up on that. And I went and I bought the lock for my door. I didn't actually ever install it. I should because my door still doesn't have a lock on it. But I don't trust that lock. I'd rather have none. So I set up this lock and I start playing with it. And I'm looking through the web application that they have set up for the back end. And I noticed that there's a Flash object that loads up, but it doesn't actually make any. I'm watching all my traffic with Firebug. If anybody thinks that Firebug is awesome, they're right. I'm watching all the HTTP requests it's making, but I noticed this Flash object, it looks like it should be making requests, but it's called, I can't even remember what it's called, but it had some kind of name that was like network object or something like that. And I start looking at it, but it's not actually making the HTTP request. So I decompile the thing and look at it, and it's connecting to an arbitrary port on their system.
It's not arbitrary.
Huh?
It's not arbitrary.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
It's connecting to a port on their system, and it sends over a few lines of data, and then it keeps getting data back. And it turns out what this is doing is whenever you like unlock or lock your door, the system sends a message to your base station, which is on your local network, which then uploads that message to the server. That server in turn broadcasts the message back to you or through this Flash object to the web application. But there's no actual authentication on this thing. So with one line of Perl, I was able to actually watch every single lock being unlocked in their entire system all day long.
Hold on.
What could possibly go wrong?
And I would do a live demo, but I like the fireplace too much. Also,
Yes.
I might get in trouble because I don't know if it's legal. It's probably at least a violation of term of service. Huh?
What's your point? I like him. Well done. Mike's easily influenced.
I am.
Do 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 do. No. Okay.
It'll take a minute to connect.
Yeah.
You can talk. It might take a minute. It's making a whole bunch of requests saying, I want to listen to all of these different user IDs. There it goes.
There we go.
Yeah, every time, this is actually only watching lights right now, not locks, but every time somebody turns their lights on, off, or dims them, it's letting me know.
It's sort of like watching The Matrix. That's pretty cool.
All right. This is my visualizer.
You know, it'd be cool if they had like geotagged that. You could put it in like overlay it with Google Earth.
Oh, man.
And then we could cross-reference like people's tweets.
With Foursquare.
With Foursquare.
I actually can't, this is only monitoring, so I actually can't turn lights on and off through this system. I may still be able to do it through the web application, but I returned it to the store because it wasn't up to par. To who?
Ghost Hunters.
Is that a TV show? I have no idea. No, I just
Can you imagine
I just said
filling
it
out
didn't
their-
fit my needs.
Can you imagine filling out their return form? Sir, why are we returning this lock? The web app sucks. Or the other reason, it's horribly insecure.
Yes.
A web app. So, you know, I can't think of a more epic way to fail than that. I think with that, no, we're done. We done? No, I'm just kidding.
No, we got to talk for another 45 minutes.
Wow, seriously? So I've got. So I'm going to do like the. I've got a couple stories I'll share with you guys. If you guys read my blog back in April, then you'll recognize some of these. But
What is your blog? Are we telling them, or are you being anonymous right now?
I have to be anonymous for a minute.
Well, okay, for professional reasons.
You can just Google White Rabbit.
All right. Follow the white rabbit.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
Okay.
So you guys watch anybody watch any late night TV? You ever seen the pitchmen do their thing? But wait, there's more. No? Okay. All right. Well, Billy Mays is dead, dude. If you're still watching Billy Mays, turn on. That's true. They're still running his ads, yeah. He's still getting paid. Really, really interesting failure of a web app. You can put the fire back on, dude.
Dude, this is my fire now.
We're watching The Matrix fire.
Yes. Somebody's calling me.
Hold on, Mike's going to take a call real quick.
Keep talking.
That's Schley calling.
What's up, man?
He's taking a live call.
Let me put you on speakerphone. Let me put you on speakerphone. This is Biho. Hey, man, you're talking to like an entire group of people or an audience of people. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How's it going?
Good.
What
do you have to say to them?
How's the talk?
What?
You're the star!
We should probably hang up.
All right, I'm going to hang up now, dude.
So, story. This is this. I like to call this one. But wait, there's more. So at the appropriate places, I'm gonna do this, and you guys are gonna say, right. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong is just kind of implied on this one. So again, I do a lot of these types of things for more private organizations. Usually, the audience is a little less receptive than you guys are. The usual look is like this. Tell me if you recognize this from your developers. And that means I totally buy what you're selling, right? Did a eval we were trying to help somebody, a group build a more robust. I guess more robust is the wrong way to say it because that would imply there was something there to begin with, but. We're trying to help them build a sapling of a security program for their web apps. This just so happens that it's a very, very large company that unfortunately all of you touch somehow during your day. No. Those stories are for later. That's creepy. Looked at their company's homepage, the companyname.com page. And I don't know about you guys, but the first thing I'm always drawn to is, oh, look, login box. And so I asked the guy that I was working with as we were doing this mini assessment that we were supposed to do a report out on, what this does. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's just our, web login it's a strong authentication web login. And it's single sign-on for the rest of their, which for those of you that don't know, and somebody says single sign-on, it means their cookie is like usable across their entire domain. All of it. Or we'll go silent. Right, exactly. Thank you. So I had to wait on that one. I don't know what's going on here. So he's explained to me how only this part of the system is just to sort of log in and check the status of your claim and look at any kind of bill you might have and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, so that's not regulated at all. All right. So the funny thing is that assessment lasted, I think, 38 seconds. Because okay, so there's just some things that shouldn't work in 2010. Putting the single tick or 1 = 1 in your login box is one of them.
But wait, there's more.
Right, exactly. So this is actually the beginning of the story. So we quit there, and he asked. This guy needed help. He was a security manager, and you all know how much people listen to security managers in the corporations, right? So he needed some firepower. He needed some ammo, somebody that's kind of done this before. And I was like, all right, I'll kind of come out and help you and see if we can drum up some support. And he's like, it would really be helpful if we could do a live demo for them. I was like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing that on your live. So he's like, come on, I'll get executive sign off. We'll do a live demo. I'm like, all right, dude, we'll do a live demo. So I threw on my best shades and went up there and we're talking, and I'm explaining to them how this is. And by the way, so the room is set up sort of like this. There's a bunch of developers. There's like the C-level folks, the cluster of 4 sitting in the left-hand side, and there's a bunch of DBAs across the back. It's like high school. It's like not even high school. It's like grade school. It's like a grade school dance. Where everybody's sort of in their own space. Girls looking at boys across the dance floor. It's kind of like what this was. So they're sitting there and they're listening, and so I And I told them how easy it would be to pop this database. And they're like, well, can we see it? I said, sure.